All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 135-pound division where Gervonta Davis is going out there giving people reality checks, and that if you thought he was toning down, you're not. He reacts to a conversation about Canelo Alvarez being the face of boxing over him, and Gervonta Davis stands firmly on his square and once again shows his personality. And one of the reasons I can't lie, man. I like the kid, and I think this is probably why one of the reasons why he's such a popular fighter. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 135-pound division for a fun conversation where Gervonta Davis continues his tirade on anybody that thinks and compares Canelo Alvarez to him and his box office grandeur. Also, in this video, we are going to go into a little bit about what's going on with Gervonta relative to his next fight, and the guys at 135 and 140 that we all want to see fight. But when he goes off on a fan like this, gotta love it. Tells the guy, hey man, stop talking. Otherwise I'm gonna send my boy over there to get with your ugly ASS girlfriend. Something to the effect, man. But look, why did he say it, and why does he act like this? This is what we got to talk about. Now, before I get into the details of it, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you so much for your continued support. It really means a big deal. All right, so we're going to talk about the facts first. Here's a fact. Gervonta Davis, as of right now, is the biggest draw that there is in boxing. And you can't make an argument for anybody else as of this second right now. Now, you may be able to make an argument about that if Canelo Alvarez and Jermell Charlo's pay-per-view does way more than people think it did, right? Or like as in twice as much as I think it may have done. Unless that pops up soon, the biggest draw in boxing is Gervonta Davis. Or how can I say this? He is the biggest. He is a person that can make the biggest fight in boxing. Obviously, you always need two people to get into the ring, so nobody does it alone. But when you are the guy that does it consistently and does it against multiple people and has the biggest history of of doing big numbers, hey man, the credit goes with him. So with Gervonta Davis selling over 1.2 million pay-per-views against Ryan Garcia, Ryan Garcia, by the way, that will be fighting back on regular DAZN in San Antonio, Texas in his next fight. Don't tell me that it was Ryan Garcia brought all the interest. It doesn't work like that, man. If Ryan Garcia brought all the interest, then Ryan Garcia's pay-per-views would be doing as well as Gervonta Davis's pay-per-views without him, which, unfortunately, we really don't know, or a lot of people don't really know how well Gervonta Davis sells on pay-per-view, because there's so many people that 5 minutes after the fight jump out there and lie about his numbers. So there's this the public perception of the popularity of Gervonta Tank Davis as it comes to ticket sales, or not ticket sales, pay-per-view sales, is always being suppressed by the likes of guys like Rick Glazier and other people that put these numbers out. Like, they did 15 pay-per-views. Yeah, I've got an email list of 500 people that I know, and they all told me they didn't buy the fight. One guy did. So really what I'm going to extrapolate is that because of the 500 people, only 150 people, answered. And only, one person said that he was, another person said that he wasn't, so that he may. So that's 1.5 out of it. Yeah, it did 15 pay-per-views. That's what it did. That type of logic, right? But for somehow miraculously it jumps up to 1.2 million when you have a guy that he fights somebody that's never been on pay-per-view before. So Canelo Alvarez fights this weekend, and everybody's singing Canelo Alvarez is the face of boxing again. Canelo Alvarez is the best fighter in the world again. Canelo Alvarez, Canelo Alvarez, Canelo Alvarez, which you will hear because Canelo Alvarez has a lot of fans, and Canelo Alvarez is a tremendous fighter, and he does, relative to most everybody else, sell a lot of tickets, right? A lot of pay-per-views. However, does not keep it being right for Gervonta Davis to check people that try to continue to pour water on his flame, right? And be like, man, if you don't get out of here with this, screw any weight class, I'm the face of boxing. Man, come on. The man is sold out stadiums, like 6 different stadiums. He's consistently doing over $5 million gates against little itty bitty guys that you ain't never heard of before, that most people have never heard of before, but yet people go to see the fights. The man has been on pay-per-view over and over and over again, and then he has the best pay-per-view in almost a decade, in over a half a decade. Since 2017, he has a bigger his pay-per-view with Ryan Garcia outsells or comes right on par with Canelo Alvarez versus Gennady Golovkin when those guys fought on HBO, or when they fought when those guys were like, oh, it's the biggest buzz in boxing, right? Come on, man. Get this, man. You guys, people preach a lot about giving people their credit, man. Get that young man his credit, man. He did what he had to do. And the reason why he's doing it is because he's putting on shows that everybody wants to see, man. The man is most definitely a walking highlight reel. Who doesn't want to go see that, man? The treatment of Gervonta Davis and the pouring of water on Gervonta Davis, from as far as like what he's doing as far as selling tickets, is only half of it as well. You also look at what the man's doing in the ring and the people that he's beating in the ring. I mean, people completely try to disregard Mario Barrios, even though Mario Barrios just went up and beat Yordenis Ugas and is now in line to get a title at 147 pounds. You also had Jose Pedraza, who Gervonta beat up and knocked out, moves on to win titles at 135 pounds and be competitive at 140 pounds. This all coming from a guy that started at 126. So look, man, to me, all of this stuff, a lot of this stuff is just real straight up wild to me. And I like the attitude of Gervonta Davis. Also, another reason why I like the tweet, Gervonta Davis is somebody that's going to interact with you. And he interacts, and I know he takes the tweets down. He'll put a tweet up, he'll put the tweet down, right? But he engages with his fans. He wants to fight the big fights. And I'm seriously looking forward to find out who he's going to fight next, man. And more so when his next fight does extremely well. And right, say he wins it. I don't know who he's going to fight, but say he wins it and the fight does extremely well. I'm going to be looking forward to seeing how more people can pour even more water on this man and talking about what he's doing and what he ain't doing. And how Canelo Alvarez, how does Canelo get to be the face when Canelo's numbers are lower than his? Right? Now, you could say that Canelo had been consistently more, but dude, Canelo may have Canelo's been on pay-per-view a lot more times. And by the way, got a really big boost out of Floyd Mayweather Jr. And look, man, Floyd Mayweather, and he lived off that. Indeed, I'm going to say he lived off it, but I mean, that went a long way. And he's got a very, very big active fan base. And I know he's a big time star. But at the end of the day, man, you got to get a credit where the credit is, man. People are so quick to call Tyson Fury American pay-per-view star and just dismiss Deontay Wilder entirely. Deontay Wilder didn't have, Deontay Wilder, no. It was all Tyson Fury. If that's the case, why is Tyson Fury out there hustling fights to Saudi billionaires, right? He's over there in Saudi Arabia. He's not even fighting in the UK. He's not drawing like that in the UK enough to keep him in the UK, or drawing enough in the United States to keep him in the United States. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. I had to say it. And with that, let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm out. Deuces.